Alright guys, welcome back to the next episode of the walkthrough. We previously left off in Mountaintop of the Giants. And now, so I did put in the comment of that episode, after you defeat the fire giant, you have to go up here across the chain and then go around this way and rest at the Grace and talk to Melina in order to use the flames to burn the Erd Tree down in Liondale. And now, once you say yes to Melina and she lights herself on fire, you will be teleported to Farum Azula. So now I will show you the pathing to the first Grace. This can be a very confusing area, but I'll just pretty much show you the important items and things like that. Let's go. Alright, so these things will chase you to the Grace room, so watch out. But the Grace is up here on the left once you run through two of these rooms. I'm actually not going to rest, I'm just going to light it. Alright, so continuing on, there will be a dragon that spawns in. This actually is a boss in this area if you choose to fight him. I'm not actually going to fight him because he is an optional boss, so I'm just going to run past. If you start fighting him here, you can get him low and then he will teleport away because you're not actually allowed to kill him in this location, so I wouldn't recommend even trying to fight him. Smithing Stone 8 there, and here you have the second Grace of the area. Alright, so now in this room, you want to... here's the interesting part. So, you run this way, and there's a dragon prayer book. You can get to the turtle folk in the lakeside area, but I'm not using miracles, so fortunately I can't use the dragon spells. Yeah, so once you light the Grace, there is the final somber stone miner's bell bearing. So then what you want to do is drop down, like I'm doing here. And then on this body there will be a Somber 7. Careful about dropping. You can actually slip off some of this stuff. It rarely happens, but it mostly happens when you're being chased by enemies, so try not to jump when you're being chased. Now, in order to get to the Godskin Duo boss fight, you light this Grace, and then and over here there is an item. Watch out for this dragon soldier. He does a lot of damage and will not hesitate to try and destroy you. So what you want to do is go on the right and go down the stairs. You can jump over the railing without taking damage. And in front of the fog wall or to next to it, if you have not killed Bernal, there will be a summon sign here. But since I have mimicked here, I'm going to make that instead. Basically, if your mimic here gets jumped, or if that's not the case and you're able to actually take attention, you can try to separate the noble from the apostle to do the most damage possible. But more often than not, they do kind of stick together, and that can be pretty annoying. But watch out for that. Yeah, they have the exact same moveset as when you fight them separately, but the only difference is if you're worried about dodging one, you might be getting into like let's say a roll attack from the noble. You have to stand on the pillars to avoid it, and then the Godskin will throw a fireball at you, so you just have to watch out for that kind of thing. Normally there is some variety in the attack. They do have their second stages, so once the Apostle gets into second stage, he will start doing his long neck attacks, where he starts spinning his weapon and stuff like that. The Noble just starts pretty much spamming flame spells at this point. So, after you kill one, there is a short duration between the other one spawning. I believe it's about like 20 to 30 seconds. So, you will want to try to monopolize on this and do as much damage to the other one as possible. But I'm actually going to die here. If you are playing solo, try to keep your Mimic tier the best alive as you can. Like, mine pretty much died instantly. What I am actually going to do is I'm going to go into the boss room and I'm going to go in the boss room and get my runes back and then quit out so I'm before the boss fog, and then I'm going to go upgrade my weapons so they do more damage, because I'm still using a plus 12 or 13 weapon. And both my katanas are 12 and 13, so... Also, because there is a lot of wind-up time in the start of the fight, you can do the Mimic tier strat, which basically means wearing your heaviest armor, and like a shield without having to worry about being fat rolling and stuff like that, because once your Mimic tier spawns with all that gear, he will be a lot more tanky than you and can take more damage, and then you can switch back to your regular gear because, you know, you're better at dodging, so... So at this point, it's not actually allowing me to warp out of here. Not quite sure why. But that just means that you're gonna have to run back up to the race. That's what happens to you. Now I am able to warp away, and I'm going to be round 2. once you have lit the tree on fire, people in the round table will be pretty depressed, and if not that, the NPCs will have different dialogue. So the last time I had... Okay, yeah, the Spirit Tuner actually is gone at this point in the game, I believe. Or she's standing out here. Yeah, no, now she's standing out here.
Don't worry. I'll continue, Spirit, which is why I need your help. His roots are so... He won't last with his shackles. It's high time he...
Yeah, so basically at this point in the game, Hugh the blacksmith is going insane. So now's your last chance to upgrade your weapons before he eventually just dies. Going to be selling all of my sombers, but I'm not using them. Alrighty, so now I need to purchase 20. So, if you don't know at this by this point in the game, it does take 12 of all of the different smithing stones in order to get 3 levels. So I have 4 currently, so I need to buy 20. And without the last bell bearing, this is, you can only make it to 9. Well, I mean, I had some 7s, but yeah, basically when you make it, you can make it to 18 and 18 if you're using 2 weapons. But Farum Azula does have the final, what's it called? Final 2 bell bearings that you can buy 7s, 8s, and then 9s. So now what you want to do is, if you've gone and upgraded like me, you basically want to warp back to the believe this grace. Yes. Okay. So basically, even if you're not able to wield it, I actually am able to now, so it's fine. The hope is that I can separate fight number 1, so my master doesn't have so much control. But he just seems to keep coming over and attacking mine for some reason. He's doing a lot of damage. just so you know, the Godskin's best unit is, by the way. I believe it's Bleeding Frost. So if you are having a tough time with this boss, you can start relying on stats. Okay, I don't even know what's happening right now. It's such a... That didn't even hit me. Their hitbox does stay there for a second after they die, so you can abuse that and keep attacking the Noble's dead body. And then only one will spawn at first, so it will be the Noble, and then he will spawn right here, I believe. Oh, okay. I guess it's just randomized. But yeah, so they do start spawning in. Two do actually spawn back. So you just gotta try to kill this one as fast as possible. Okay, that animation is him spawning back the other one. Wasn't aware of that. I actually haven't fought this boss in a while, but I do know what is happening. But the best part about this boss fight is the shared health bar, because honestly, the Apostles are the easier one, so if you just want to avoid it, Alright, just like that. You do get Smithing Stone Bell Bearing 4 from this boss fight. I believe it allows you to buy 7s and 8s, and then 9s we'll be able to purchase later on in the area, right before we fight. I'm blanking right now. The Destined Death boss, whatever. I can't remember the name for some reason. Starts with a K. Not quite sure, but I am actually going to go back to the round table and upgrade my weapons more with the runes from this boss. So I recommend that you do that too, because the upcoming bosses are fairly annoying, and you will have a much better time doing this. I don't think I'll actually have enough runes to level up, but at least I have the materials.
Oh, snap.
Might be able to sell stuff. Don't need these things. And then the final one does actually take an ancient dragon smithing stone. You can get one from killing Garunk, the beast clergyman in the Bestial Sanctum, but he has a pretty hefty health bar, to say the least. So, if you do need a smithing stone, you can get one from here. But, there is one later on in the area, so you will actually be able to obtain one. There also is one in Mountaintop of the Giants. It is in this area of the map. It is in a giant's head. I'm not sure exactly. I might actually be near here, but it's on like an elevated head. It's in the mouth of a giant. I'm not. It might be this main big one. I'm not sure. Not this one, but yeah, you get the idea. It is in a head somewhere up here. Actually, I believe it's in this direction. Maybe. Yes, I believe it's this head over here, the one that's on the ground. Watch out for the trolls. They do a lot of damage. No, not this one either. Watch out for those bombs. They do a lot of damage, and they continue doing damage over time. Your horse may get one shot. I don't know why that was silent. I didn't hear that being thrown. It's kind of unnerving. I don't believe it's. Why did I instantly dive? I don't know. It might have been the tree that caused that, but that's annoying. But there is one up here somewhere. I'm just not quite sure, so I am going to attempt to go kill Gronk to get at least one of my weapons to 25. But it's not necessary. You can keep your weapons at plus 24. It's only like probably a 50 damage increase. And you are actually able to summon ashes in here. Because technically this is not exactly the boss we're going to be fighting, but keep forgetting the name of the boss, but the first stage of the boss is Gronk, which is basically who this person is. So he basically hides in his body to protect the death rune, Destined Death, and when it all goes wrong and you begin in the first stage, quite a bit of damage, and he throws like all the spells. If you have mimicked here, this fight shouldn't really be a problem. That's effective. You can spell the lot this boss, or enemy and then run away back to the door, he can't actually leave this room. So I believe the first time I fought him, I blasted Commoner across the room. Alright. Get the Beast Eye if you have not obtained it from him already, and you will get an Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone. Now, if you know, if you don't have any problems, actually, I will rest really quickly. And now I'm going to rest, and I'm going to go out there and fight the Blackblade Kindred, because, you know, why not? You're here already, might as well get the runes. I just did that so my Mimic tier would be at full HP when we fight him, because this boss otherwise, he may are stronger than the Gargoyles on, and they have the death effect, which basically is like a red flame that does damage over time. Kind of like Black Flame, but it also caps your health. Maliketh, that's the name. Yeah, that is the name of the boss. Relevant boss. And we are destroying this kindred. Wow. Hit so much that it got tossed, but I wasn't able to hit it because of the stairs. That is the Destiny Death attack I was talking about. But dead. You will get a fairly hefty amount of runes. You get more for killing this kindred than you do for doing the Golden Godfrey boss fight, which I think is pretty unfair, to say the least. But technically, Kaled is a higher level than the Liondell. But still, that's a lot of runes. That is 2/3 of what I got for the Godskin Duo.
Won't you listen for why you came to challenge the demigods, and as long as you do, it is what I will.
Alright. Also, at this point in the game, after you let the Erd Tree, you will find Dee's dead body. He got death blighted. Armor set is okay. It's not the strongest in the game, but it does, I believe, it is one of the best looking. For the most part, the helmet. It is a really cool looking helmet. But I'm gonna stick with my usual samurai stuff. Also, this room, that is the Dung Eater. You only really have to worry about him unless you're doing the underneath of Liondell, the subterranean grounds, or whatever they're called. That area you only have to traverse unless you're doing the Madness ending. I've actually done all the endings in the game, so I'm just gonna show you guys the just the basic main one. But yeah. Actually, since I have all these runes, this is
You don't use. I am a do as you now. You make. You'd fall.
okay. Radahn's armor actually it has less poise than Lionel's, but it is actually better. I believe it may just be the chest plate that's better.
Do what you.
Not sure. So yeah, see, I'm suffering poise, and I'm losing basically a lot of stats, but I will gain more physical protection. I guess it depends on the enemy that you're fighting, but I personally think Radahn's looks better than Lionel's. That and you don't have the beer gut, but so that is 4.4. And this is... okay, yeah, so parts of the armor set is fairly strong. Not going to bother with the helmet because I will be keeping this on, so... yeah, that gets me up to 40% absorption, and then basically 40 in the other stats. It's a pretty slight difference. Like, between here and this one, it's about a 1.3 in every stat. But, this has more physical. And I'm not really going to worry about poise because over 40 to 60 poise in this game, you pretty much are already in the okay zone. You don't really need more than, like, 50. But yeah, anyway, back to what the video is about. Now you want to go to the Dragon Temple altar. From here, you want to run out in this direction. I was incorrect. Maybe this way. Okay, yes, it's this way. So, yeah, when you run in this direction, you basically... is it this direction? Am I tweaking? Maybe. Hang on. I believe this just goes back around, and it leads to a grace in a pointless room. Yes. Okay, so this is just an extra grace after the boss, even though, you know, there's 2 feet in that direction. Okay, yes, that does connect. So, yeah, you are going to want to drop. We'll be going in this direction. There is another way to get to this, but for some reason I just couldn't remember for the life of me. I almost fell off the map there. But yeah, keep going in this direction. More, broken pathways for you to run on. So here you want to go right. Then you going along all this broken pathing. Alright. Now, up ahead, there will be a Crucible Knight. You do not have to fight this Crucible Knight. I believe he does a lot of damage. But, so what you want to do is you want to jump over the railing. And there will be another Grace. Alright, so now what you want to do is keep on rolling down. I wouldn't even fight these birds. They can be fairly annoying and they do a lot of damage. So I would just try to run past them. Also, the dragon is back and you will be trying to smash lightning spells from this far. Sometimes they hit, but the locations where they're about to strike are like visible, so you can like pre-dodge them. Yeah, once you get close enough, the dragon will despawn. Or he doesn't despawn until you go up here and grab the ancient songs. Yep. And once you run this far, the hawks will go back. Alright, so now after you grab that, what you want to do is continue running in this direction. And up here there will be a golden seed, in case you missed a couple during the playthrough, or just want to collect them. But, there is a smithing stone 7. Not everybody goes back to upgrade like I was doing with my boss souls. Some people actually just start stockpiling as much as you can through the areas first, save rooms, but I'd rather it be faster than time waster. Man, this hawk will not leave me alone. So now you want to go up here to the right. Watch out, these man beasts do throw their weapons at you, and they can do a fair bit of damage. But yeah, so you want to walk along this like column, basically, and then go to the right into this room. And where that man beast is standing, that is the final bell bearing in the game for the somber cells. So now you're able to purchase 1 through 9 if you have been following my walkthrough. Then you want to go up this elevator. This will take you to a Grace for a boss fight. So, before the Maliketh boss fight, there is a stronger Draconic Tree Sentinel in front of the boss fog. You can either run past them into the boss fight, or you can choose to fight it. If you fight it, you will get the full Draconic Tree Sentinel armor set, which is pretty cool looking armor set, I guess. One of the coolest sets in the game, but unfortunately it's only about like 14 defense. It's not the best. And you actually aren't able to use mimic here on this, so you will be in a civil fight. And if you're not good fighting these, I guess you can just avoid it. I will attempt to kill it to show you guys how. Sometimes he does enter pretty much like a chain attack block where he kind of scans the same thing over and over. But once he gets half health, he will start using lightning spells, just like the other one. like I am, it will be pretty hefty. Yep, see that, he got some damage. Now he's going to start using lightning. And you can start getting more. Okay, you can see that coming, double animation. As you can see, yeah, he does do a lot more damage. And if you go too far, he will try to snipe you with lightning. You gotta try to time your rolls perfectly. Mine are not, because this one actually can strike simultaneously. Looks like one, but it actually follows you, believe it or not. I don't know if it's a hitbox issue or what. Seems to be the case for some of the lightning attacks. And, okay, yeah, so I just recommend rolling right, because the left is that hitbox issue. You have a fair big space. Anyway, there you go, guys. There it is dead. I will put on the full armor set for you guys so you can see it. You can see it's 16.8. It's under Radon's and under Lionel's, but you know, it looks pretty cool. So if you're all about fashion and not about functionality. The helmet, I think, is a bit much. I think it's kind of ugly, but if you take it off and then pair it with something else like that, or like the twinned mask, maybe. I don't know, but, or you can just keep it off. The whole armor set looks pretty sexy. I just think that the dragon on the helmet's a bit much, and it's kind of an eyesore. But yeah, that's the armor set, guys. We'll be working back to the race. Because I have no flasks left. Recommend trying to not go into a boss fight like this with runes, because there's a very strong chance you will be losing them. Alright, so moment you get in, I recommend summoning mimics here if doing so, because the first time you do get a little iframe. Exact same moveset as the Garunk that we fought earlier to get the Dragon Stone, pretty much. But the moment you do get this one half health, it will turn into Maliketh, so just be wary about that. Try not to hug him too much the moment he gets near half health. Watch out for that rock throw that's like a bunch of mini ones, because if you get hit that up close, it's basically like a shotgun. It will do a lot of damage. That's a really big bleed, okay. Yeah, so with Maliketh, you can either choose to hide behind the pillars, or you can pretty much go up to his face and just disrespect him. But when he gets up on the pillar like that, get ready to spam roll, because he will... Sometimes he just does one attack and recovers, and other times he just... anytime he jumps up in the air, just be wary, because he can destroy you with his weapon art. Yeah, when he does that plunge into the ground, not standing on top of it, it's not an AoE explosion, it's actually it's not an AoE explosion, it's actually a slash attack. And when he does that ability, that means he's about to become more aggressive. Try to time your rolls so you can pick your windows, because he can start spamming, which is pretty annoying, but kind of play around these pillars to try to break his moveset a little bit. Golden rule is if you see him jump in any way, just pretty much get ready to roll, otherwise he will try to attack you with like an attack like that. Pretty much his single dash is very punishable, but that move right there where there's three, if you get hit by all three of those, I believe you will just die. Okay, well, my bubble ate some of that damage, but I'm gonna face tank that and probably die. Yeah, like this. I don't actually have to dodge because of the pillar. Try not to hug him when he's on pillars like that, because it gives you less reaction time. I don't know why he's just not giving me any windows. Damn, man. The moment my Mimic Tier died, he pretty much just started playing bullshit. So, yeah. Anyway. Overall, if you have a fairly strong build and a lot of health. If you don't have a lot of health at this point in the game, I suggest farming to get your vigor up, because anything under 1500 health is basically kind of danger area, because this boss does about 800 damage hits, so you'll be going through a lot of flask to stay alive, and if you get hit and his ability is applied to you at the same time, you'll probably just instantly die. So that can be frustrating, so just watch out. I'm gonna try to keep my movements here as best as I can, alive as best as I can. That was a bad thing. Okay. Anyway, we're here much earlier this time, so hopefully my movements here just shit. As long as he keeps targeting this with me, we won't have a problem. That attack is actually his strongest attack, because it procs his Destined Death ability multiple times, so just watch out for that. If you have a Mimic Tier, like he's targeted by this, he actually does not dodge those attacks for some reason. I don't know why, I think he just like, can't sense it coming, what, but it does get really frustrating. Shit like this. Forget that he does that second slot. And yep, that's a one-shot combo. Same exact health as last time. Alright. Yeah. You guys get the idea. after you defeat this boss, you will get sent to the Ashen capital. So if you have not got everything that you want out of Lyondell, I suggest doing it before you fight this boss, because basically all of the city will be under ash because the Erd Tree is burned. And then I will do a walkthrough on that next time. So yeah, I'll see you in the next episode.